beautiful, the one and only Miss
Hi
Liza
everyone, we're
Soberano.
back.
Yay. Okay, so let's start again with Rice. I think people missed our conversations a while ago, so maybe you could share again what you've been busy
Oh yeah,
with
so as what
during
I've
the
mentioned
lockdown.
nga, I did a lot of cooking and baking because I love food talaga. Yun ang number one love ko. And also, since nandiyan ang love ko for makeup, I did, and I'm also, or was more on like a professional makeup artist before I went to vlogging. Sabi ko, why not do a free makeup workshop for everyone? Usually, di ba, nagbabayad tayo for makeup workshop? But I did this for free because education number one is really important for me and to keep everyone entertained because like the first month of the quarantine ano din ako parang down, and so it was my way of getting back up on my feet and also my way of giving back to my audience and to keep them entertained and educated as well.
All right, but what was the most challenging part for you during the time that you said you were, having you were struggling? I'm sure people here can relate. Like we didn't really know what to do, like at the onset of the pandemic. Like how were you able to turn things around? Like what made you think like, oh, I have to start doing makeup again?
Oh, kasi the first month parang it wasn't right for me na gumawa ng beauty content kasi with everything that's happening, you'll see our medical workforce and yung buong situation ng bansa. So I thought it wasn't right to just put out something na, "Ooh, I'm pretty," and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I took a rest, and that rest probably like 2 weeks was the actual preparation now for the makeup workshop where I guested then celebrity makeup artists of Yassi actually.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Ika Magayda, hello.
Oh,
Yeah, so yung mga celebrity makeup
magulo
artist.
yun.
Kaya si
Masaya
Liza,
yun.
hanapin sa Zoom. So
I,
yun, the preparation, and that actually inspired me, the people in the industry to do what I love doing and just get back.
All right, thank you, Raisa. And with you, Yassi, a while ago we were already talking about this, but it's so sad that people won't hear again, like what you mentioned. You had a beautiful story. Maybe you can share again, like how you did your charity work with your sister, how you started shooting again, and also about your active lifestyle. How did you maintain that during this time?
Well, Rox, like I said kanina, the pandemic was really a wake-up call for everyone. It was, no one could expect what's happening to all of us right now. And kami at home with me and my sister, parang it was the only opportunity that we actually had to just realize what was going on, to restart our lives again after what happened to us this year. And we wanted to continue Dad's legacy of just being happy, and not only for us. Parang gusto naman namin na kami rin yung makapagpasaya rin ng mga tao. And sa lahat ng mga nangyayari, the tiniest things make people happy now. We realize all of that because everything gets stripped down from us. Natitira na lang talaga yung the food that we have, the people that we have, the family that's still there with us no matter what. So we started just making small sandwiches for our frontliners every day. We would go to their checkpoints. Kami mismo magpapadala sa kanila. Hindi kami makatawid ng checkpoint, di ba? So sa lahat lang ng pwede naming pag-stopan. Then I decided to just make my own charity, and we called it Stay Safe Together. And just being apart from everyone makes you feel alone, makes you feel sad. But being isolated doesn't really mean that we have to go through this apart. And by buying one bracelet, you actually get to feed the family in Manila, in Tondo. And that's what we were keeping ourselves busy with throughout the quarantine.
Yes, I
I have to
remember.
make the song pala, that one.
Ah, yeah. What's the title of the song? Can you tell us a bit more about it? Or may
Yeah,
sample
so
ko dyan?
Yeah,
no.
go ahead.
We
O
found
may
the
pag
title
one-liner
natin
naman.
ito for the frontliners kasi yun din yung time na everyone was so unsure, and nawawalan sila ng pag-asa. And it's so hard kasi sila lang yung pinagkukuhanan rin natin ng lakas, lalo na sa mga kapamilya o kaibigan natin na meron pinagdadaanan. Sila po talaga yung nandyan para sa kanila. And Kaya Natin Ito was just a song of hope for the Filipinos. And I was very happy with them singing it. Alam mo yun, parang nagkaroon sila ng konting pag-asa. And that was the purpose of the song.
And you also celebrated your birthday. Am I right? During
Yes.
quarantine. How
Yes,
was
I did.
the
May
experience?
11, and I decided to give toys naman to the children in the hospital. So they have diseases then that we don't have the cure for yet. So just by making them happy, kahit sa araw man lang na yun, masaya-masaya na ako.
Mhm.
Thank you for your kind heart. It really, your beautiful heart really matches your beautiful face, Yassi. And maybe I think a lot of fans also are wondering how you started shooting again, especially during this difficult time. How did you make it work?
So yun, like what I was saying kanina, we were put inside the bubble, like the NBA bubble, right after the pandemic na ang hirap kasi kasama mo yung pamilya mo for ECQ and suddenly mahihiwalay ka sa kanila. But we wanted to do it pa rin and to continue. Lagpas 4 years na of the show, ang Provinciano. So we're still going to go back and to continue to be in the service of the Filipino like our mother network says that we should be. So, yun.
Hey, thank you, Yassi. And medyo naging heavy yung usapan natin. But, I'm happy that you're very open sharing all of those things to all of us. And for Liza, I've been stalking your IG for a long time now.
Ang ganda ng last photo shoot
God,
with DJ.
Hi, thank
diba?
you.
Grabe yun. Ang ganda ng photo shoot na yun, the styling, everything. I don't even know how you do it
Thank
during this,
you.
this time. Like, is that, parang did they just send you everything and you do it at home? Like, how did that happen? Your last post in your
Actually, as soon as the GCQ, my glam team and I, we scheduled a photo shoot because we just worked missing. We missed working. What am I saying? We missed
yeah.
working. We missed working, and we missed working together with each other. So they were like, "Why don't we schedule a shoot that you can do to use as your portfolio if ever I end up looking for work somewhere else or like in another country?" So we decided to do a little quick photo shoot with each other.
At least may reunion kayo. But
Yeah,
like Yassi also, she celebrated her own birthday. But I also saw that you celebrated your dad's. You had a bunch of celebrations. Also,
yeah.
how was the experience for you? Ayun, medyo, yeah.
Well, I celebrated. Can you hear me? Sorry. I celebrated about 6 different birthdays during quarantine. 3 of my siblings, my dad, and then Enrique's and my aunts. So it was different because we're used to celebrating, or usually we eat out at restaurants, and of course, this time we couldn't do that. It was different, but not any less meaningful. Actually, even more so because it was an opportunity for us to really bond and have conversations with each other that we didn't
Okay. I think she we lost Liza. So
I
okay.
There she is
I'm
Then
again.
yeah.
Hi!
here.
Welcome back!
I was not sure. I
Yes.
wasn't sure if you guys could hear me or not. I'm sorry, my internet's so bad. Okay,
It's
where
okay.
was I?
Yes,
Sorry.
you were talking about the 6 birthdays that you were celebrating, and it was different for you guys because you're
Mhm.
used to celebrating outside. So you were sharing about how you did it at home,
Yes,
or
yes, yeah. So we celebrated at home. I cooked. I actually cooked for all of those birthdays. I made. We made homemade cakes, and yeah, it's like I was saying, it's different, but it was just as meaningful because now we had the opportunity to just sit down, have real conversations with each other, reflect also at the same time, and realize what we're grateful for and how we're privileged in so many ways.
yeah, and that's really a good family bonding experience for all of us. That
Yeah.
we get to do those intimate birthday celebrations. But I know that you also have a business. Like I also supported it. So how were you able to adapt to this new normal? Have you
Well,
opened?
sad to say, I haven't been able to open up Hope Wellness recently, actually since the start of this pandemic. And it's pretty tough on us, but we're still thinking of ways, like as soon as GCQ comes back, we're still thinking of ways that we can be of service to our loyal customers, and thinking of ways to kind of change it but leave the same relaxing feeling of the spa and everything, but of course with these new safety protocols that we have to abide with.
All right, okay. And then I also saw your last campaign also with Nivea, Share the Care. Maybe you can
Mhm.
also tell us like what did you do for your small acts of care? You
Well,
remember?
we started out this pandemic by we would pack relief goods for different barangays around my area. So I think I prepared like relief goods for about over 300 families. And then we prepared meals for the frontliners, and I would even like handwrite little notes on them because I felt like
Wow.
more than the food, what they needed was at that moment words of encouragement, because they need to know, it's important for them to know that they're not in this battle alone, because it could feel like that. I know that they're isolated and they have to stay away from their families because they're battling the coronavirus and they don't want to risk getting their families infected too. So I can only imagine how lonely they must feel. But like with what Ate Yassi did, like she made a song for them. It's important to encourage them and let them feel that we're all in this together, and that we're doing our part as citizens of the Philippines, and citizens of the earth, to help them.
Thank you. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I'm sure they appreciate that. And, that's the least thing that we can do for them, protecting everybody and keeping everyone safe. And I
Mhm.
noticed all of you learned how to cook also during
Yeah.
quarantine. You also had to adapt to the new
Yeah.
normal. But the common thread here is that I could actually tell that you guys have been really taking care of yourselves, of your skin. You're all glowing despite the situation, and that's the most important thing right now, that we focus also on ourselves and we won't forget that we also need care and protection. So with what's happening around us, we really must look after ourselves. And in line with that, I think, Raisa, you can start by sharing some tips as a makeup artist also, and as a beauty vlogger.
Yes, I noticed then with the situation, especially now we're back to MECQ, we're strongly encouraged to stay at home. And yung tendency nito is that nandito tayo sa rooms, air-conditioned almost all day, 24/7 air-conditioned. Or kulong tayo dito sa bahay na walang araw masyado. And because of that, it tends to dry out our skin. And we really have to keep our skin moisturized and hydrated because ayaw naman natin magmukhang matanda ng nasa 20s pa lang tayo or no! May
Robin pa
pandemic
na, pati
naman.
si Raisa.
Tara, alagaan natin yung balat natin. So, sa akin, ang pinaka-importante, which I truly love yung favorite kong product is the Nivea Healthy Glow Cooling UV Lotion. This is something that I really love because meron siyang lotus extract, which is a good moisturizing agent. Meron siyang vitamin C, which gives your or which makes your skin radiant and glowing. So kahit wala tayong sun or air condition tayo, why not? As in, glowy-glowy tayo. And also, the cooling technology. Kasi since, kunyari ngayon, umuulan ngayon, pero humid pa rin, malagkit, ayaw naman natin ng ganung feeling. This lotion has no lagkit feeling and I can vouch for it because I've been using this since I got this. And wala siyang lagkit. It malambot talaga sa balat and nandiyan din yung UV protection which is important because probably not a lot of people know na kahit hindi tayo directly nasa arawan, itong mga ring lights or kahit yung mga fluorescent lights or like the light bulbs, meron pa rin yung UV rays na mababa yung level. But still, we want to protect our skin with that UV rays na kahit anong from the sun or from the lights of our houses or of our homes, we have to stay protected 24/7.
Yes, that's really important to hydrate ourselves. Di ba lagi tayong nag-alcohol? So, sobrang nakaka-dry ng skin. Kaya,
Oo.
yun yung pinaka-important right now. And for Yasi naman, we know how busy and active you are. So, how do you and how do you stay fresh, basically?
Well, now that we're going back to work, maraming talagang araw na nasa arawan ka at ayaw mong maging amoy araw. So, I am very, very happy that I'm able to stay fresh because of my Dio. And all of us, di ba tayong mga babae, di natin maiwasan pag naka-sleeveless tayo, mag-aangat tayo ng kamay, and we want to feel confident. We want
Yeah.
to just really embrace ourselves. And the one thing that helped me whiten my underarms and take care of my underarms was my Nivea Dio. And there's so many different variants that have been coming out over the years that I've been with the Nivea family. But now my current favorite talaga is, I actually have it right here. Ta-da! Is my Nivea Whitening Hokkaido Rose Dio Essence. So this one really has 0% alcohol, and that really makes it super soft, and it's good for your skin. Kahit sensitive ka, it really takes care of you, and it smells good. It smells like flowers.
Yeah.
So, kahit anong gawin mo talaga for the whole day. And lagpas pa whole day because it even goes up to 48 hours of protection.
So it has everything
More
that you need
antioxidants.
basically.
So it
Uh,
takes care of you fully.
but I also tried it myself. Iba-iba yung scents niya. Ang babango talaga. But is that your favorite scent, the Hokkaido
Right
Rose?
now, yes, ito. I even have the sakura. Ay, here.
The Sakura?
Raiza, paano ba to? Ganyan ba? Kapag ka, dapat ganyan.
Ganyan. I love it.
This is also the Sakura essence, but right now it's the Hokkaido Rose.
Same.
All right. Okay. And